Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is May 23rd, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. We just got everything on blood today. A pretty sharp sell-off for actually everything. Broad-based sell-off today, and the market just coming down all the way. S&P 500, 5266. I believe there is still going to be a chance to more pullback, potential 2-3 days. Maximum pullback that I want to see is a 51.75 to 5200. So that's going to be the area that I'm looking for by end of May. And then after that, we should see a market again getting back to a bullish momentum to the upside. So that is very, very healthy. And I would like to mention that volume today was pretty light. So 50 million just traded for SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF. Let's say another 10 million or even more, 20 million after hours, which I suspect if that happens. But even if that happens, 70 million maximum today is going to be after hours. It is light volume. And market light volume means this sell-off is not going to be long last forever. It's going to be just a 2 to 3%, maximum 5% correction. And then market is getting back to the upside again. Nice move is coming after that. June, July, and August would be kind of like a bullish months, at least based on my cycles. And we should see S&P 500 is getting back to the bullish momentum. 56 to 5800 is coming down the road. Moving on to US 30, which Nasdaq, sorry. US 100 or Nasdaq. Nasdaq just got into new all-time high, engulfing to the downside. So pretty sharp sell-off today. Stochastic just crossover as well. I should say Nasdaq can go all the way down to 18,000 area. That's going to be the level that I'm looking at. So this is the area that I'm looking after this breakout. This is kind of like a demand area. This is kind of like a breakout. So the first level is going to be 1830. 18,300. And also the less is going to be, let's say 18,000 is going to be the level that I'm looking at, maximum stretch to the downside. Nothing spectacular. I just want to give you update about the cycles, different charts in the weekend. So over the weekend, I'm going to provide 2 videos for you. Make sure watch those ones as well. One is weekly analysis, which is going to be weekly edition, and the other one is going to be cycles for different charts. Make sure watch those videos because there are lots of good materials that are going to be covered. US 30 or Dow Jones coming down. So today just went below this demand area, which we can delete this. It didn't react at all. But the next level is coming very, very shortly. I believe that tomorrow or even, tomorrow is going to be a Friday. If we get another hiccups, even by Monday, that would be kind of like the end of the sell-off, if you ask me. And we're getting to 38,400 to 38,700. So that's the level that I'm looking for. And we should see some kind of like a bottoming formation. And after that, we should get back to new all-time high. I believe new all-time high is coming in this summer as well. So we will see this sell-off is kind of like a healthy correction. And I know everyone is wearing bear costume. Everyone is just worrying about like a potential recession or something like that. But a recession is coming maybe end of this year or next year. I'm not expecting recession is coming this summer. And moving on to gold, which was kind of like a hammer today, almost 2% right now. Gold is coming down. So we were expecting this is kind of like in correction period. The next level is going to be 2,300. So 2,300, 2,308, that's going to be the level before this pivot. Because if gold gets below this pivot, which is almost around 2,280, then we should see some kind of like a major acceleration to the downside. And we can see all the way down to this important demand area, which is going to be 2140 to 2220. That's the level that I'm looking for, to be honest. I would like to see gold shake out everyone when everyone just putting their stop loss here, just that breakthrough, going down, shake out everyone, all traders, investors, kind of like a novice one, and then getting back into demand area for a next buying opportunity to the upside. I told already my subscribers we kind of like a liquidate some portion of stocks, and we are kind of like having lots of cash. So we will see how it goes. But right now, I should say gold and silver is in correction along with a market, which is a healthy one. Silver daily chart shows a stochastic reversal to the downside. This is going to be another buying opportunity if silver goes down here. This is the area that I'm looking for, or even lower, some kind of like a 29 to 28.50. I should say that's the level that I'm looking at for silver going down, coming on this trend line to this demand area breakout zone, getting back to the upside. So wait for 2-3 days maximum correction for silver. If it gets there, you're gonna buy it for sure. Moving on to crude, which kind of like a getting below yesterday, but kind of like a support in this area. Crude is showing a huge divergence here in MACD. So if you just look at the price here and an indicator, price is kind of like a flattening down here, but indicator MACD is just getting into buy signal. RSI is getting to oversold condition as well. So it's kind of like oversold for a long time. If it gets even below this, I should say everyone needs to be careful just because stochastic, if it gets to oversold condition, then there are two scenarios that I'm just looking at. One scenario is we are getting into kind of like acceleration to the downside, but it's not going to be major downside. We are within this wide range bar, and potentially we'll get above like a 73, 74, and that's going to be it. All right. But next phase is going to be very, very bullish for crude. Another thing or another scenario that we can expect is we are just getting to the downside. We are engulfing all these pivots to the downside, and then we can go all the way down to 61 to 65. This one is going to be brutal, but it's going to be a fantastic buying opportunity. So June, July is going to be kind of like my cycle low, which means crude is going to just show us multi-months cycle low here for a next advance to the upside. A potential scenario is going to be we are getting to this 88. If we get above this, we are heading to 92, even $100 per barrel. So right now we are in correction phase. So stay tuned for a correction. More correction is coming down the road. We are obviously broken this weak trend line. This is kind of like a bear flag, almost about to break out to the downside. So if it breaks down, that's going to be kind of like these 2-3 pivots are coming. I believe it's going to go all the way down again to 61, 65 if first scenario doesn't happen. Moving on to individual names. Let's start with Bitcoin as usual. So BIT is coming down 3% to the downside. It's kind of like the scenario that we can see. This is kind of like a false breakout. I don't think that's going to be like a valid one. So here's the wedge. And we can see kind of like a pullback continuation to 62,000 area. But after that, I should say, if it forms the bottom, then that's going to be kind of like a good buying opportunity for Bitcoin. Ethereum hold up pretty well, like a very, very wide range bar today. Like look at the shadows from the higher side and lower side. So this is kind of like a volatile session. It goes all the way down, all the way up to 4,000, coming down to 3,500. Right now sitting at 3683, which is kind of like important because this is kind of like the area that Ethereum wants to hold. If it doesn't, which I believe it doesn't, it can go all the way down to here to 3,300 for a next possible kind of like a pivot for a next buying opportunity. So, well, we'll see how it goes. Moving on to US bond yield, just spiking higher today. Bond yield just to put a pressure on lots of assets, gold, silver, treasury, stock market. So everything goes down because of this. Bond yield just put pressure on it. GLT treasury just coming down, not that bad, just 59 cents downside, still holding up this. I like the pattern forming here. We just need to give it time. If it goes up above 93, 95, 97, then 103 to 105 is coming down the road. Moving on to VIX, just a spike up today, pretty nice surge $13 right now close. A VIX can go all the way up to, I believe, 15, 16. Then it's going to be kind of like the bottom for a stock market, top for VIX. Moving on to Dixie, it's just following up bond yield. It's just going higher. Dixie can go 105.75, but after that, I think we need to just rethink about it. Moving on to magma indicator, sharp sell-off today, engulfing, going down. Let me just delete this one. Doesn't give me. So there are a couple of gaps here. This is important pivot. As long as we are above this pivot, this is bullish. Any correction could be buying opportunity. But if we get below this, especially this is a pivot, and this is kind of like a reaction to this pivot. When it goes below 1260, then we should see major acceleration to the downside, which I think that's going to less likely happen. There is going to be a potential scenario, but that's going to be less likely. Moving on to Apple, after hitting this important 190 to 193 area, it's just going down. I believe Apple, the loss of supports here around 176, 182. Amazon, $2.09 to the downside. Amazon, again, the same pattern here. Look at this pivot. We need to be above it. Meta, just a consolidation, but it's all about to fail. Potential scenario is going to be, we are going to see A, E, and then C. I don't know what's going to be the size of this C, but potentially it can just, getting below this pivot, that's my kind of like reading of the chart. And then not a full scale of C, like kind of like a halfway through to 390, 400. And then if market bottoms, that's going to be a fantastic W pattern to the upside for a major rally to the upside. Moving on to Microsoft, hitting the all-time high, sharp sell-off today. Microsoft is in good shape. So any pullback to this area, again, that's going to be kind of like a buying opportunity. Google coming down today, $2.83 down today, like Microsoft, $4.80 for Netflix downside. Tesla hammered today, a $6 down, so Tesla cannot get above this 189, 190. That is important. Moving on to semiconductors, which were kind of like only the savior for today for the market was semiconductor. Believe it or not, without semiconductor, you should see Nasdaq and S&P much lower than the current price. It's going to be a very, very bad day if semis actually doesn't help. Nvidia doesn't help the market. SMH hit the all-time high, coming back down. I believe this is very, very major top here, at least for short term. Stocks, the same pattern here, goes new all-time high, coming back down. Taiwan Semiconductor, 94 cents up today, but look at that, just hitting the all-time high, coming back down. AMD, the same pattern here, going to higher high, and just getting exactly touched at this 173.27. That we have this before. So AMD just got it, touched it, and then sharp sell-off here. AMD can go down again to this demand area for possible scenario bottom information. NVIDIA, pretty hold the entire session green bar. But here is the thing. NVIDIA, I believe that one of these scenarios are going to happen. Whenever NVIDIA get to short squeeze like this, then sellers are going to just control 1,000 level. That was kind of like the dream for NVIDIA shareholders. It just get there 1,050, even 60, then coming back down nicely. I believe NVIDIA can go all the way down, not below this pivot anymore, but it can go down here somewhere around 800, 825. Moving on to Texas Instrument. Fantastic, nice bearish engulfing at the top. Texas can go down. This is over long over the overstretched, overbought. Anyway, if you want to dice it and slice it, so it can go down all the way 180, 182, 185, but that's going to be kind of like a perfect buying opportunity. Moving on to Lamb Research, again, the same thing. It's just a gapped up and then sharp sell-off after. Lamb Research is still, there is going to be opportunity 815 to 853. Moving on to energy, banking sector, XLF, which was kind of like anticipated that this one is coming down as well. XLF 58 cents down, KBE coming down sharply today. Look at that, 2% to the downside. Still, it can go to 41 to 42. KRE, the same pattern here, just going all the way down 48 dollar. JP Morgan, $1.39 down. Goldman Sachs at $4.23 down today. Bank of America 59 cents down, and Wells Fargo coming down $1.25 down. So when I see these things, I should say a banking sector and XLF, and also the entire financial stocks are in trouble for correction. Moving on to gold miners, which continuing the same price action as yesterday. I believe it's going to continue for 2-3 days. And then after that, it's going to be a fantastic buying opportunity. GDX is down. GDXJ is down 88 cents. AEM coming down 69 cents. Newmont $1.16 down. Franco Nevada $3.27 down. And Google Goldberg coming down 35 cents down. So all of these are gonna give us a good buying opportunity as well. Moving on to XLE, which is Energy Spider coming down today as well. So it can go to 88. This is my box. It's seated there for a while. Probably that's going to be kind of like the bottoming formation there. XOP coming down $1.59 down. OIH at $2.83 down. Exxon, great candle today here. It's kind of like a capitulating below this pivot. It can go all the way down to here to this area, 112. Then after that, I should just recalculate my analysis. But this is kind of like a neat. And Chevron coming down 63 cents to the downside. Chevron is in kind of like a trouble just because we are just getting below this pivotal point, and it's kind of like a forming high, lower high, right now lower low. So Chevron is in complex correction, I believe. It can go all the way down to 150, 155. All right, that's it for today. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart.